Welcome to our usual hovers. I'm Meek and Nomicon, and today I'm playing for the game This Life Escapes Me. We find ourselves brought back from the dead for one final hour by a rather troubled necromancer. All at once, cool night air fills my lungs. Well, it's definitely a good sign that we still have lungs, right? So we can't be too decomposed. This is a rather nice place to die. Or re-die, I suppose, as it was. I'm gonna assume you're a rather gloomy necromancer. You're awake. I am awake? My words taste strangely. Has my tongue always felt rough against my palate? Or my lips tasting like bitter earth? I touch the frayed hem of my tunic. The coarse, heavy linen is caked in dirt. Here I sit on a slab of cool, lichen-dressed stone, centered to a circle of glittering powder. Censers, gleaming silver in the starlight, burn a rich incense around me. Yeah, you're real. I brace myself. I needed to be sure. You look upon me like I'm some impossible creature. Some would say you are, love. Love? Oh! You do seem to have a wedding band. Are you my husband? Love? I touch my throat where the word is caught. I can't bear to see it back to this stranger. Can we not remember our life? I don't know who I am. Oh, I see. Yes, your voice must be strange to you. Is this new body disorientating? We're not even in my own body? Wait, so are you just saying you've gone and dug up a corpse that was freshly murdered and just dragged my soul to attach to it? Oh, you must have been desperate. I'm sorry. I had so few options on such short notice. There will not be another moonless night like this for a long time. I have so much to say to you, but we only have an hour before I lose you again. At least this time, it'll be on my terms. He leans in, slipping his calloused fingers under my hand, but I flinch away. Now would probably be a good time to mention that we don't remember him at all. I'm sorry. My back straightens. Don't be, yet. I just don't know where I am. You wouldn't. You've never been within these ruins, as nearby as you were back then. But now, you're finally here, safe. So, at least I made that wish of yours come true, if just for tonight. Well, safe is rather a relative term, don't we say? Can I really be in danger if I'm already deceased? How do you feel? Hollow. Like I've slept an eternity, yet never truly rested. And now I wake to a man whose name I don't know, bound to some ritualist circle. He says I have an hour, if that. So tell me, how did it come to this? You don't remember me? No. He mindlessly touches the ring on his left hand. I'm Gad, your husband. Well, your lover. Husband or lover? They're not quite the same. What's the difference after 23 years? No, that's a fair point. You're in a long-term relationship regardless. It's just the chapels would have never wed us for what I've done. Me, a sorcerer and a mercenary. I'm a brute who revels in the godless perversion of mortality, cleaving down honest men in war, then robbing their souls of rest to curse their survivors. What merciful priest would bind a good soul like you to me? It has been said before. Gad. So what do we want to ask him? Were you truly ever so cruel? Or did I stop loving you? Well, your scars would indicate that yes, in fact, you have been in war a lot. So did I ever stop loving you for what you've done? Did I ever stop loving you? No, not for 1 second. You loved and knew me long before the war hauled me away. And when I returned from those lawless lands, you were still home, waiting. You mixed me salves to lighten my scars, pressed and burned oils to soothe my frightful sleep. You were a brilliant, tender-hearted apothecary, and I've missed you. I'm starting to feel bad for Gad now. I mean, he has all these wonderful memories of our life together and how we never stopped loving him. And now that he's brought me back to say goodbye, essentially, I don't remember him at all. Oh, that's gotta be so bittersweet. Do you remember now? Part of me just wants to lie to him and say yes so we can give him some closure. None. Perhaps if we keep talking. So, how did I die? He takes a deep breath. It was my fault. On the caravan home from the last battle, I came across a young, abandoned boar cat by a seaside bazaar. Illness made her weak. She would surely die. We were only a day from the port town where you'd welcome me. I knew you'd want to save the sorry thing too and rear her as a pet. So, I smuggled her in. You loved her like a child, but it took you days to figure out her ailment. Time was vital. You said you needed ossifern, a bone-like plant, but it was a rare sight. When I was a youth and still an acolyte, the abbey and I visited these ruins to commune with nature. Ossifern, though scarce, grew here in the winter. You wanted to go. In the woods, we were ambushed by a creature of many limbs and mouths. It throttled me unconscious and tore you apart. You were only sparse remains. What it didn't devour, it took no interest in me having eaten. Every day that I survive, I regret. I was unprepared and trounced. Fate sentenced me to suffer this blighted earth alone, while a better person was ripped away. If it's any consolation to you, to be downed by a, supernatural beast is the way I'd want to go. I could barely stand mourning my comrades in war, but I had to say sorry to you. Somehow. To you. Not your grave. But I couldn't use so little of you. I've since obsessed over the magic to bring you back. Conditions are so specific, but on this rare night, I managed to borrow a body freshly interred. It cost me some years, but I finally reached beyond the veil and summoned you upon this vessel. My sight is waning. Gad, was this worth it? You are worth everything. Though we don't have much time left, I know now that I can bring you back. Oh, Gad, I don't think you should bring me back in again. 'Cause, I mean, let's face it, like, I have no memories, right? So clearly, whatever ritual he's used to bring me back hasn't brought all of me back. I'm essentially just like a current echo, right? I mean, I would assume as well, like, the more he does this ritual to try and bring my soul back, the less and less I would return. I just need more practice, more power. Then it won't be an hour, it'll be years. My breath is shallow. Tenderly, I touch his whiskered cheek. Gad, please. Well, we do want our soul to rest, because I kind of want to do it more for him than my own benefit. I mean, let's face it, our soul is dead regardless. But it's gonna just be tearing him apart, because we can't be who we once knew. Every 5, 10 years, when you seize me from the veil, I will recollect nothing, because my time is past. Every time will start anew, and every time my vacant stare will pain you. Do you always want to be a stranger to me? My death was accidental. It wasn't your fault. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. How could I be so selfish? It's cruel. So cruel. I'm sorry. I lay my head in the crook of his neck and let his tears wet my cheek. His embrace engulfs me. I remember now that warmth is. With what strength I have left, I hold him. Listen to me. I forgive you, Gad. And as this life escapes me, please, live for yours. I love you. And I loved you. Someone really needs to go give Gad a cuddle, and preferably not a corpse that contains the soul of his dead lover. If you enjoyed that playthrough, I'd greatly appreciate you could like this video and subscribe to this channel. But other than that, it's spooky day and I'll catch you next time, guys.